Hey, Shabbat Shalom, everybody. This is your man, Trey L again, coming to y'all with another video. So the subject we're going to have for this day is the subject of the importance of the Shabbat. For us that keep the Torah and the covenant, the everlasting covenant of the Most High, the Shabbat is a very key and it's an important thing for us that are trying to be aligned with the Most High's will. So I got some verses pulled out for y'all. I got three verses that I'm going to show y'all that's going to go over the importance of the Shabbat. So if y'all ready, I need y'all to come with me, pull out your books. The first spot that we're going to stop in, we are going to be in Exodus 20, and we're going to go to verse 8. All right. So if y'all with me, pull out your books. Let's go to it. Now, Exodus chapter 20, a lot of people like to call this the 10 Commandments, but we all know that the Most High has more than 10 commandments. But for the sake of education, we're going to go right here and we're going to go read verse 8 on the 10 Commandments. And it says, clear as day on here, remember the day, Shabbat, to set it apart for Yah. You have 6 days to labor and do all your work, but the 7th day is a Shabbat for Yah, your Elohim. On it, you are not to do any kind of work, not you, your sons or your daughters, not your male or female slave, not your livestock, and not the foreigner staying with you inside the gates to your property. And then Yahweh is going to even explain why. Again, he wants us to keep the Shabbat right here. For in 6 days, the Most High made heaven and earth, the sea and everything in them. But on the 7th day, he, which is Yah, rested. This is why Yahweh blessed the day Shabbat and separated for himself. So as we can see, the Most High is telling us that we should honor his 7th day because he even rests on his 7th day. And what are we supposed to be like? We're supposed to strive to be like our Father, right? Okay, so this is a spot where y'all can go in the everlasting covenant, which no one can change the Most High's covenant besides Yah, and see the importance of the Shabbat. So we're going to go to another one that is another big one that's going to do some real clarification when y'all read this. If you go with me to Exodus, which is also called Shemot in Hebrew, and we're going to be at chapter 31. All right. And it says, and then we're at verse 12, it says, Yahweh said to Moshe, tell the people of Israel, you are to observe my Shabbats. This is a sign. Okay, so this is why we're doing it, because this is separation. This is a sign between me and you through all your generations. So if someone tries to tell you it's done away with, that's not what the Most High said. So that you will know that I am Yah, who sets you apart from me. Therefore, you are to keep my Shabbat because it is set apart for you. Everyone who treats it as ordinary must be put to death. For whoever does any work on it is to be cut off from his people. Now, let me clarify on this part. So we're in exile right now, and with us being in exile, we cannot keep all the commandments of the Most High. But we can keep them to the best of our ability while we're in exile. But what you're reading right here in this verse is preparation. We're talking about practice. Yes, we're talking about practice. This is so when the Most High and his people is restored as a nation again, and the Most High's people and his nation is dominant over the world again, these laws are going to come in play for the Most High's people. And then if you're not keeping his Shabbat, then, as he reads, everyone who treats it as ordinary must be put to death. For whoever does any work on it is to be cut off from his people. On 6 days, work will get done. But the 7th day is Shabbat for complete rest, set apart for Yahweh. Again, he reiterates, whoever does any work on the day of Shabbat must be put to death. The people of Israel are to keep the Shabbat, to observe Shabbat. He says it again, through all their generations as a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the people of the Most High, which is the people of Israel, for how long? Forever. All right. And in 6 days, Yahweh made heaven and earth. But on the 7th day, he stopped working and rested. And as you can see, he explains it again, just like he did in Exodus chapter 20. So you can see, I just want y'all to grasp the importance of keeping the Most High Shabbat. He said, this is a sign between me and you through all your generations. So if you find yourself worshiping on other days that are not the Shabbat, then you're not putting yourself in it where it's not a sign between you and the Most High, because this is what he acknowledges. And us humble people that we have to give honor and thanks to our Creator, it should not be that hard when he's only asking you to give him 1 day anyways. I mean, he could tell you, y'all need to keep 4 or else trouble is going to happen. But no, he's telling us to keep 1 day set apart for him, my people. That is not too hard. All right. So we're going to go to another spot. We're going to go to Ezekiel. Yes. And we're going to go to chapter 20, and we're going to be in verse 19. Let's see here. And it says, I am Yahweh, your Elohim. Live by my laws, observe my rulings, and obey them, and keep my Shabbats holy. And they, oh, here we go again. They will be a sign between me and you, so that you will know that I am Yahweh, your Elohim, your power. So I wanted to just do a quick video to show y'all this, and I only pointed out 3 places, but for all of us that know and actually study the Most High's word, it comes up all through it. You won't hear nothing about Sunday. Now, I got to address this because many people have said before, oh, well, how do you know that it's really the 7th day? Well, all I can tell you is, my people, is that we should know better and do better. And even if you go and look on your calendars, you can see that Sunday is the first day of the week. So if for us that have a job, if your boss tells you, I need you to show up on the first day of the week, and he's talking about Sunday, you're not going to not show up Sunday talking about, oh, I don't know if Sunday's the first day of the week. So if you won't play with your job like that, you shouldn't play with the Most High like that neither. Okay? We have it as the 7th day that we agree on, and that what we know as to be the 7th day. So let's go by what we know. And guess what? If we are incorrect, when the Most High comes to us, he's gonna correct us and get us back on things exactly how they need to be in complete totality. But for right now, we know that Saturday in our calendar and how we have it, that the Shabbat is the 7th day. So we can also, and I wanted to also add one more point to get us to understand the importance of listening to the Most High's way, because it's not going to work if we think that we're going to join or try to follow the Most High and do things our way. It's not going to be good. And Devarim chapter 28 is going to help us understand that a little bit more. I'll read this first part. It says, if you listen closely to what Yahweh, your Elohim, says, observing and obeying all his mitzvot, which is commandments, which I am giving you today, Yahweh, your Elohim, will raise you high above all the nations on earth, and all the following blessings will be yours in abundance. But there's that if you will do what Yahweh, your Elohim, says. And I point this out because this includes keeping his Shabbat. I know we in a world of chaos, people. Everything goes, whatever you want to do, good. Whatever you want to do is good. No, 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 no. It's not going to work with the Most High. We have to go by what the Most High has set out for us, and we have to do it to the best of our ability because the Most High can read our hearts. So if you will go to verse 58 of this same chapter, you will also see that the Most High is not playing about what he says when he is giving us these instructions. And yes, there are consequences for all of us, me included, and everybody that's walking. There's consequences if we do not go by the way of the Most High. So 58, it says, this is Yahweh speaking, by the way. It says, if you will not observe and obey all the words of this Torah that are written in this book, so that you will fear this glorious and awesome name of Yod He Vav He, your Elohim, your power, then the Most High will strike you down and your descendants with extraordinary plagues and severe sickness that go on and on. And this is not the on and on that we're going to want. He will bring back upon you all the diseases the Egyptians have, which you were in dread of, and they will cling to you. I don't want no diseases to cling to me. Not only that, but Yah will bring upon you all the sicknesses and plagues that are not written in this book of the Torah until you are destroyed. You will be left few in number, whereas you were once as numerous as the stars in the sky, because you did not pay attention to the voice of Yahweh, your Elohim. All right, so just quick video on y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know, again, this is not my word. We here at First Tabernacle Fellowship, we share what the Most High says. He tells us in his word to keep his Shabbat, his covenant through all generations, forever. And this is what we do. Also, I want y'all to check out this book that I have right here called Defense of the Messiah. It's from my rabbi, Robert B. Holman Jr., excellent teacher. This book will give you and break down scripturally what the Messiah will do when his time comes. And you guys will be shocked, and you will see the person that you have been told to be the Messiah does not fit with what Yahweh says. So we show you through, Rabbi breaks it down, and he shows you through scripture the correction of what the Most High said, because that's what matters, y'all. Everybody else can hush. Everybody else can hush, and they can be silent. But let the voice of the Most High speak, and the voice of the Most High be true alone. Also, we got this book right here that Rabbi has. This says Torah for Hebrews in Exile. And this is very important because in this book, this goes over a lot of the mitzvos and the commandments that are easier or that we can do while we're in exile, because like I mentioned before, we are in exile, so we can't keep all the commandments. Boo. But there will be a day and there's a time coming where we'll be able to keep his commandments joyfully and peacefully. With that being said, I'd like to thank y'all, my people. If y'all have any questions, drop in the comments or whatever, and we will help you on this journey to get closer and unite with the Most High as best as we can. This is your brother, Trey L. I appreciate y'all so much. Shabbat shalom, family. Thank you.